Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Sumukascha yekadantascha kapilo gajakarnakaha lambodarascha vikato vignarajo vinayakaha dhrumaketurganadhyakshaha palachandro gajananaha vakratundah surpakarno herambah skandapurvajaha shuklam bharadaram vishnum sasivarnam chaturbhujam प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये यस्यद्वरदवक्त्राद्य पारिषद्य परत्सथं विघ्नं निघ्नन्ति सततं विश्वक्सेनं तमाश्रये गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुः उन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय कृष्णाय अक्लिष्टकारिणे नमो वेदान्तवेद्याय गुरवे बुद्धिसाक्षिणे कृष्णद्वैपायनं व्यासं सर्वभूतहिते रतं वेदाब्जभास्करं वन्दे समाधिनिलयं मुनिम् नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्. Now, with Bhagavan's grace, let us continue. We came up to Slokam number 13 in Skandam 10, in Skandam 3, Adhyayam 10. यथ एदानीं तथा अग्रे च पश्चात् अपि एतत् ईदृशं सर्गाः नवविधः तस्य प्राकृतः वैकृतः तु यः. Number 13. Yata edanim, all these, this whole prapancham, this universe, whichever way it is existing as it is today. It was there even before the same way, and it will continue to be the same way, exactly the same way, and everything will continues to be the same. Number one, and the creation itself. Creation is nothing but the projection of Bhagavan, projection of Prema. The Prema Tattvam is what is in operation. The operating modus operandi is Prema Tattvam only, which we are going to come to in probably the next Slokam. Mahat Tattvam it is called. And the projection itself is only Bhagavan, only Prema only. Everything is just a reflection, a projection of that. And that, believe that and start from that, and then things will become clearer and clearer. So that projection, that creation takes navavidaha. It takes 9 forms, 9 types, prakriti and vaikriti. Okay, but that's how far we came. Prakritaha, vaikritaha, tu yaha. That yaha means the creation to certainly. Now going to number 14. The 14 now talks about very pratisamkramaha is the word you will see on the first line. The last word in the first line. That means prati, again, return, okay, and samkramaha, becoming one with Bhagavan, which is dissolution. Samkrama is it's a very beautiful word, okay, samkramaha, prati samkramaha. Dissolution, as we call it, disappearance. Now, there are 3 types of dissolution, 3 types of pralayam. Okay, pralayam. Layam means basically under control, in control. Pra means the Parabrahman. Okay, and it is controlled by him. So we call it disappearance, we call it death, whatever we want to call it. Okay, but the point is, what is appearing is now no longer appearing. So that is all it is, to put it in a simple way. That is why this is called Jagat. Jagat is It comes and it goes. Now, there are three types of going, three types of pralayangal. Okay, the dissolution takes in three forms. The first one is based upon time. The second is based upon substance. And the third is based upon gunas. Time, substance, and gunas. The dissolution, the disappearance that happens due to time is called Nitya Pralayam. Nitya Pralayam. It's a daily dissolution that it takes place based only on time. Then we go to sleep. When we go into deep sleep, there is no creation in our mind. See, in our waking state, mind and senses are active. In our dreaming state, senses are dormant, but mind is active. But in a deep sleep stage, even the mind is dormant. So when the mind is dormant, when mind is not active, there is no creation. So whatever has appeared, which the mind has created, has now disappeared. So that is why deep sleep is so restful for us. Okay, and that pralayam, every day you and I, we all go through, all the beings, we all go through that. And that we call it a sleep. That is called Nitya Pralayam, the first type of dissolution that happens purely based upon time. The second type of dissolution is called, which based upon substance, is called Naimitika. It's called Dravyam or substance. It's called the Naimitika. Now, this happens when Brahma, at the end of his day, he goes to sleep. At that time, all the creation is held in suspense. The same way you and I have a mind, Brahma also has a mind. And when he sleeps, the mind is dormant, so there is no creation. 4.32 billion human years. Okay, is Brahma's one day. And the one day of Brahma is called Kalpam. We are going to see all this later. And we are in the Kalpam called Sveta Varaha Kalpam, because at the beginning of this day of Brahma, Bhagavan came in the form of Varaha Swami in white form, effulgently white. So Sveta Varahan. That we are going to cover that later in detail. That is why it's called Sveta Varaha Kalpam. Out of which now Brahma's day, and when this 4.32 billion human years over, then Brahma goes to sleep for another 4.32 billion human years. So that night time for Brahma, when he sleeps, then there is creation, there's a dissolution. The creation disappears, and that is due to dravyam or substance, which is called a naimitika pralayam. Then Brahma also has a limited life. There is the whole cosmic form, when all the gunas all become dormant. The whole cosmic form dissolves everything. They call the prakrita. Okay, when all the various categories that we're going to talk about, okay, whether ahamkaram, whether it is manas, whether panchabhudangal, tanmatregal, indriya, everything, they all held in total dissolution, in suspension, in latent form. This is what Brahma first sees in Srimad Narayana, right? If you recall, we covered that. And that pralayam is the third pralayam, which happens due to gunas. That is when the whole prakriti itself. Prakriti is nothing but the three gunas in equilibrium. And so these are the three types of dissolution we're going to cover in this slokam. Then, what about the sargam itself, sargoho, number 14 there. Adyaha astu mahata. Okay. So, kaladravya gunais, I'm reading the slokam now, number 14. Kaladravya gunaihi asya trividaha pratisamkramaha. Adyaha astu mahataha sargaha gunavaishyam atmanaha. Gunavaishyam atmanaha. There's very important step to understand, so that you and I can know what our charter is, why we are born, what are we doing here, what we are supposed to do, everything will become very clear, very simple. If I know why, what is the work I have to do, for which I've been given this body, right? Created, the creation has taken place, and the mind is creating so many things. But what is the work? What is the underlying principle? It's a very first aspect of creation, and that is adyaha, first, the very first. Two, certainly, mahataha sargaha. Adyaha sargaha. Sargaha adyaha. Whichever way we want to put it, the very first thing in creation is mahataha. Mahataha is mahatattvam, as we call it. And what is it? Gunavaishyam atmanaha. Atmanaha, with Bhagavan Supreme, his own self. Okay. And what did he want to do? Using the interplay of gunas, he wanted to set the creation is to set the operating principle in motion. And what is that operating principle? This is very important. That is mahatattvam. Tattvam. That is you are that. That is putting in, we all know that you are that. What is this great principle of you are that? Realize it and act yourself, conduct yourself accordingly. How do I do that? The principle of mahatattvam is nothing but giving love and receiving love, sharing the love that I have. This is where the selflessness comes in, the parasparam, the togetherness, sahanavavatu, sahanavabhunaktu, all these things comes in. Everything in creation is complementary. There is nothing that is equal in nature. There is nothing that is equal. Equality is a human concept. In Bhagavan's concept, design, it is harmony. Harmony of every little thing is unique. There is nothing that even my left hand is not the same as my right hand. If you look at it, it's not possible. My right foot is not the same as my left foot. Everything in creation, you look at a plant, two leaves are not the same. Look at flowers, two flowers are not the same. They cannot be equal. But they're complementary because there is only oneness. Ekam sat. Vipraha bahuta vidanti. That oneness is what is present. And the differentiated things, the enjoying the oneness of this differentiated things, that is the operating principle. And to do that is the very simply put, Avatar Purusha himself says, otherwise it is impossible to understand. Not possible at all. We can't understand this mahataha sargaha intellectually. Everybody will use the word mahatattvam and move on, but nobody knows what that mahatattvam is. Mahatattvam, as Bhagavan himself said, the creator himself says, hey, it is nothing but giving love and receiving love, giving happiness to others and receiving happiness in return. This is all the play. This is the very first principle of first aspect of creation. Now, Narayano Kamayataha, we say Praja Srishteti, the Narayana Upanishad says this very, very beautifully. What Narayano Kamayataha, that means Bhagavan Srimad Narayana, not the one right down on the Adisesha, the entity beyond that appears as an Narayana Avataram to us, that desired, that's why Kamam is so powerful. There is the Kamaha, Kamakut, we say in Sahasranama, Bhagavan is a Swarupam of Kamam also. But Kamam for what? Kamam for Bhagavan. In this case, what did he desire? He says, Ekam Sat. Ekoham Bahusyam, he says. Bhagavan himself says that. In Upanishad it is given. Aham Ekaha, but Bahusyam. I became many. I became many. Why did I do that? Because for a second, if you picture and try to understand, impossible to understand, but at least try to understand, from a Bhagavan's point of view, how everything looks and everything is. I am the only 1%, but I am the form of love. I am the form of bliss. There is no one else to give love to and receive love from. There is no one else to give bliss to and receive bliss from. Because my nature is in the form of love, Prema Swarupa. My nature is to give love, share love, spread love. I am Ananda Swarupa. My nature of Ananda Swarupa is to give love only, spread. But there is no one. Nothing was there. So I created myself from myself. This is where the projection comes. Do you understand? And so the Mahat Tattvam, when Bhagavan himself says, I desired to give love and receive love, I desired to give bliss and receive bliss, that is the Mahat Tattvam. The very first Mahataha is Adhyaha Sargaha, and that is Guna Vaishyam Atmanaha. It's own self of this Parabrahman. What is the Guna Vaishyam of Atmanaha? Guna Vaishyam means interaction of gunas. Gunas are going to come now, but they're going to interact. When they interact, okay, how should that interaction take place? It must take place only on the basis of Mahat Tattvam. All the other creations in the world, out of 8.4 million types, we're going to cover that later, other than human beings, they all follow the Mahat Tattvam principle. Parasparam, parasparam, parasparam. They all complementary, live in absolute harmony. Now, man, the human being, is the only one that is not following that Mahat Tattvam principle and causing all kinds of havoc and difficulties for himself as well as for others. So, very important to understand this particular slokam, Adhyaha Mahataha Sargaha. So this, my charter is the very first thing that's underlying everything else in my life. Why my gunas act this way, why sometimes I behave in a sattvic, balanced manner, why sometimes I'm lazy, why sometimes I misunderstand people, why sometimes I'm rajasic, extra aggressive, like type A personality, whatever I may be, I can continuously changing. But what is happening here? All this is happening in order for me to give love and receive love, give bliss and receive bliss with everybody I come in contact with. Even my worst enemy, it doesn't matter. That is the operating principle in creation. If I want to live peacefully, I must live in full alignment with the principle of creation. So this is number one. So that's why I asked you to bring your pen and paper. Very important to jot it down. Adhyaha Mahataha Sargaha. The very first aspect of creation is Mahat Tattvam. And the previous first half of the slokam, Pratisamkramaha, we saw Trividaha, 3 types of pralayam, 3 types of dissolution, 3 types of disappearance. It is not like I'm going to leave this body and go. Yes, we call it death, but every day I die and every day I'm born again. Please remember that, okay? So I hope that slokam is clear to you now. Kala dravya gunaihi asya trividaha prati samkramaha adhyaha tu mahataha sargaha gunavaishyam atmanaha. Number 15. Dvitiyaha tu ahamo yatra dravya jnana kriya udayaha bhuta sargaha tritiyastu tanmatraha dravya shaktiman. So let us take it in 2 halves again. In Sanskritam, tremendous amount of information is given in just a few words. It has to be understood very carefully. First half. Dvitiyaha tu ahamo yatra dravyajnana kriya udayaha. Let us take it. Dvitiyaha tu. The second aspect of sargam is what? Ahamo. Aham. What we call a ego. Ahamkaram. The sense of I. The sense of I is very important. It is part of, just understanding what Maitreya says, things become very clear if you listen to it carefully and reflect on it and go back and study it. I don't want you missing this lesson. Very important. So aham is an aspect of creation. Understand? Now, ahamkaram, the sense of I have, the I sense. The moment I have the I sense that I separate myself from something else, the problem comes. Okay? By itself, there is nothing wrong. So the I sense, the limiting myself to an individualization as opposed to a constant integrated awareness, my awareness is limited to on an individual basis. That ahamkaram that we are talking of here. This is the Bhagavan, when he projected himself, he first projected the Mahatattvam, then followed by this sense of I, ahamkaram. Now, this ahamkaram, dravya jnana kriya udayaha. Remember, the desire for Bhagavan is to, I separated myself from myself. And how did the separation take place? So this play of giving and receiving love and giving and receiving bliss can take place. The second thing he creates is first the rule of play, and second is the object, the separation has to take place. For that the ahamkaram comes. Now the ahamkaram itself broke into three. That is dravya, jnana, kriya, udayaha. It is three aspects to ahamkara. What are those three aspects? These are the three gunas, sattvam, rajasic, and tamasic. And each of everything in prapancham has got these three gunas. Why? Because prakriti itself, prakriti means divine creation. Put it in a very crude translation, okay? Divine creation, that's what it is. Pra is divine, kruti is creation, action, divine action, if you want to call it. It's got, and that is nothing but three gunas in equilibrium. So everything in Prakriti has got the three gunas, whatever it may be, including ahamkaram. And that he says, dravya, jnana, kriya, udayaha. The three aspects of the ahamkaram pertaining to dravyam is substance. Now, what is the substance of ahamkaram in everything? While we are all familiar with I am doing this, I cooked this dish, I sang here, I spoke here, all those things we know, right? But the sense of I is always there, isn't it? In everything. And really, that sense of I, which is in every substance in my life, is actually very balanced. It's a sattvic nature, it's a sattvic quality of ahamkaram. Then there's a rajasic quality, which are the various attributes that ahamkaram has. Okay, various attributes. The question of, hey, this is balanced, this is bad, this is good. So many things that we go through associated with my own self, keeping myself separated. That is a rajasic aspect coming from the various attributes of jnanam. Jnanam means, in this case, the worldly knowledge. Okay, the knowledge that is in the limited knowledge in the created world. And the third aspect is kriyaha. Kriyaha is respecting to the tamasic aspect, okay, which includes the inertia as well as the way the action is done in a tamasic manner. Now, why is it called tamasic, sir? I'm very pulled and pushed into doing action. I'm always a type A personality, very easy to work, and high capacity of work I have. I'm working all the time. Yes, yes, yes. All the answer to all that is yes. But the very fact that we are acting like that, that is a rajogunam associated with the indriyangal and the mind and all that. Okay, but the rajogunam, tamasic gunam associated with my ahamkaram is the one that gives me the ignorance of doing an action properly. So the kriya aspect and the jnana aspect and the dravya aspect, or the tamasic, rajasic and sattvic aspects respectively of the ahamkaram. This is the second aspect of sargam, of creation. Okay. Bhutaha sargaha tritiyaha tu tanmatraha dravya shaktiman. Now imagine, all we have got is an operating principle, and we have got the sense of I. And the sense of I has got three aspects. That's all we have. Still, I have nothing else to give my love to and receive my love from. So I need some gross elements, right? You need some gross bodies. That has to take place. So, and for the gross things to come, there has got to be certain aspects that are created, which we call as a tanmatraya. Tanmatraya simply means same as. All these, the aspects of, we call them Panchagotanga, each one has got a natural characteristic, right? Sound or smell, or for example, if you take earth has got smell in it, right? That's one example I'm giving it. And whether it is sight, whether you look at Agni, that gives you vision, because the same vision is present in Agni, the fire. Like that, the subtle aspects of the Tanmatraya in each one of them, that was the one that was created, third aspect of creation. Bhutaha, Sargaha, Tritiyaha, too. The third aspect is the creation of the Tanmatras, or what in also called as Bhuta Sukshmam. Sukshmam means very subtle, okay, in the Bhutangal. These are the subtle aspects of the elements. Now look at the next word, Dravya Shaktiman. These subtle aspects that are present, they are subtle, therefore they're not gross, but they combine together to make something that is gross. Okay, gross means heavy. Subtle means a little bit lighter. And subtler means even lighter than that. Bhagavan is the subtlest of all of them. Like the way you all know, but let me repeat it in case you're not aware of it, or if you're aware, let me remind you. The earth is very heavy, okay, but then you take, so earth doesn't move in the sense of doesn't flow and all that. But then if you take water, okay, now water is a little bit lighter than earth, so it's able to flow. And then you take fire, and the fire is a little bit lighter than water, so it's able to move in a subtler way. And then you take Vayu, the wind, air, that's even subtler than fire, so it spreads even more. Then comes Akasam, the space, and that is so subtle I can't even see it. That's why it's the widest. So it's lighter. The Bhagavan is even subtler than the Akasam. So these aspects of the Tanmatraya, the five Tanmatraya, they combine permutation and combinations to form Dravyam, to form substance, gross elements, whether it's a mountain or a leaf or a human being or a snake or a tiger, doesn't matter. Okay? Everything is a composition of these five Tanmatraya. So to make those gross things, Dravya Shaktiman, the Tanmatraya, were the created Tritiyaha, the third aspect of Sargam. Okay, this is the first three aspects. So let me read this. Number 14 and 15. Kaladravya gunaihi asya trividaha pratisamkramaha adyaha tu mahatara sargaha gunavaishyam atmanaha gunavaishamyam atmanaha dvitiyaha agamo yatra dravyajnana kriyaha udayaha bhutaha sargaha tritiyaha tu tanmatraha dravya shaktiman. I hope it's a bit clear to you right now. With Swami's grace, we will continue tomorrow. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om.